Okay, hello everybody, this is Rob. This is just an introductory video clip. I just wanted to talk about why the more you work on your art, the more you love it, the more you fully enjoy the process of what you're doing, and the artistic journey and the artistic experience. Now, this wasn't a planned video at all. I literally just had the thought come to me, and I picked up my phone and spoke into it, and it was just an idea that was passing through my mind, and I decided to quickly maybe turn it into a video. So I'm probably going to put this over me drawing or painting something, and yeah, it's just a short 5 or 7 minute video, so I hope you enjoy it. It's not a normal tutorial video, but let me know what you think, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Cheers. I just wanted to talk a little bit about why the more you work on your art, the more obviously you get better over time, but the more that you really love the process and the more excited and passionate you feel towards your craft. Now, you know, not everybody will agree with me on this, but I really do think, on at least from my own personal experience, that the more you get completely involved in your art, completely absorbed by the process, and you're practicing it on a daily basis, you overcome difficulties that you faced before, and you're forced to get better and improve. And as you improve, as your ability increases, as your fluency in movement and your hand-to-eye coordination improves, you become more free-flowing with the work, and this is really enjoyable. Now, compare it to when you first start learning to draw something and you have to go through hours of endless study, book reading, note-taking, exercises, homework, non-stop repetition over and over again. And this period of time can be very, very frustrating for the beginner artist or the amateur artist. You know, you can have doubts creep in, you can stop yourself short, and many artists even give up at this stage because they look at the incredible task ahead of them and they think it's an impossible thing to achieve or to accomplish, instead of simply focusing on each individual step that's in front of them. And so far I'm finding that even though I'm pushing myself in a number of different areas, there's a number of different kind of skills that I want to improve with my art, I find that the more that I work on these and push through the barriers, the more competent I become, and as a result of that increased competence, my confidence increases, and as a result of my increased confidence, I enjoy the process more. I thoroughly enjoy picking up different materials that I work with my art, whether that be digital or traditional, pencils, brushes, the stylus, and I love just switching between each of them and trying different techniques. For me, it's incredibly exciting, and it is difficult. You have to discipline yourself when you're coming to learn a new task and you're trying to push through something as difficult and complex as anatomy or perspective. Perspective for me was a subject that I've put off most of my life. I procrastinated on it for a long time and never wanted to face the incredible challenge that I saw it as it was, very mathematical and scientific based compared to the free-flowing creativity of drawing a figure or an animal or something in nature. And I just kept putting it off and off and off. But when you start to tackle that very difficult topic in art or in any area of life, that thing that you know is the most difficult task, and you slowly start to become better at it, you start to enjoy it more. You start to open up to this whole new process, this whole new way of thinking in your mind that even enables you to visualize in a different way. Now, for example, I'm starting to take on board a lot more of perspective drawing. I am able to see in my mind's eye ideas in different perspectives, and I can see how it would work out in a perspective drawing, you know, as a very vague concept in my mind, whereas before that would have been a lot more difficult. So I imagine it's quite similar to as you begin to learn a new language. Before you get excellent at it, you start to be able to use your mind in a way that you can actually begin to transfer and switch between different languages in terms of thinking and speaking. For example, you could be a German native speaker and you're learning English, and you could be speaking German to everybody in your village, but sometimes in your mind you're thinking in the English language, or vice versa. It could be the other way around. And this is, I'm sure, as a result of you overcoming that difficulty and becoming better at that thing that you're learning, and then it becomes more enjoyable, it becomes part of your daily life. And this is probably why we see so many of the top professional artists, they look so incredibly excellent and at ease and effortless when they're drawing and painting. It's because they've become so good at a thing after pushing through immense amount of struggle that now they've become highly skilled at that particular topic, and they are able to just allow it to flow. I see this as very encouraging. You know, you're not going to get stuff like high artistic skill easily. You have to work, you have to be very consistent and persistent, and you've got to sit down and have the discipline to work through it as best as you can. And so I just wanted to get that off my chest. You know, any artist who may be struggling with confidence or might be worried about the huge gigantic task that faces them, so long as you every day just take some steps towards your artistic goal or goals and the things that you're trying to learn, you're going to become more competent and better at that thing. It's going to boost your sense of self-esteem as an artist and really help propel you forwards, and you begin to pick up momentum. I've talked about momentum in another video, I'll probably link it to this one, and I think this is incredible. You know, this is an incredible thing, and it's exciting because you start to generate an energy inside you instead of constantly procrastinating, which I think puts you in the opposite direction, putting things off all the time, which offers in, from my own personal experience, a lack of confidence and a lowering of my self-esteem, and also more frustration. So anyway, I hope that helps in some way. Hope somebody listening to this might take some value, and yes, this isn't a normal tutorial video, but I hope you can get something from it, and in the next video I'm sure it will be a tutorial and I'll go into some more drawing techniques. Anyway, I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next time.